Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news, some weaker American data overnight that has brought a risk-off tone to financial markets and a pull away from commodity currencies like the New Zealand dollar. US jobless claims rose marginally last week, but the weekly series of small rises are now adding up, and they're now at their highest in almost 3 months. The level is still very low, even on a post-pandemic basis, but the trend is becoming noticeable. Overall, industrial production in the US fell 0.6% in October from September, the most in 4 months, and more than markets expected. It is now 0.7% lower than a year ago. And Japanese machinery orders rose in the September data released overnight, and more than expected, but they remain 2.2% lower than a year ago, even if this is the least annual decline in 2023. Their look ahead, however, isn't especially positive. Official data for Chinese house prices was glum again, and given the low volumes and sensitivity of this data, maybe not really telling the full story. Anyway, that official data reveals further small declines in new house prices, larger declines for used houses. In Australia, their jobless rate rose to 3.72% in October, and its highest level since May 2022. Employment rose by 55,000, but almost 38,000 of those were part-time roles. Part-time workers now make up almost 31% of their employed workforce, the highest proportion since March 2022. And the recent rising trend in container shipping freight rates came to an end last week, with prices falling 2% from the week before. Bulk cargo freight rates are still rising, however. The US Treasury 10-year yield is back down 11 basis points from yesterday, now at 4.44% in a return to levels of 2 days ago. And the price of gold will start today at $1,982 an ounce, and up $21 from yesterday. But oil prices have crashed. They're down $4.50 overnight to be just on $73 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now down to $77.50 a barrel. Driving this were unexpectedly high American oil inventories. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 59.8 US cents and back down 0.5 cent from yesterday. Against the Aussie, with little change at 92.4 Australian cents. Against the euro, also down 0.5 cent to 55.1 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 69.2 and a net 40 basis points lower. Get more news about the New Zealand economy from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again